I'm a dad now, so I can make dad jokes. You know how the good Lord makes coffee? He brews it. Hi, this is Bobby Angel. Welcome to Ascension Presents. I'm here to talk today about the virtue of faith. Now, we've said virtue as a habit of excellence, and we say faith, we mean like the theological virtue of faith, which I'll talk about. So it's really the excellent habit of believing, or believing excellently. Be excellent. The fall of man really was a fall of faith. And so let's define our terms here. What do we mean by faith? Now, faith you could translate as fiducia, which is like a trust. And so it's more than just an intellectual, I know facts about a person. It's more than just a emotion like yeah, I believe that. It's are you going to put your life into the hands of this person? Faith is not contrary to the mind. We would say, again, fides et ratio, faith and reason. Sometimes I just drop Latin words to sound smart, by the way, just vis-a-vis, quid pro quo, Maximus, Decimus Meridius, Spartacus, you get the idea. By faith, we mean a real gift from God as well. It's not something you can force yourself, especially when it comes to the question of God, to believe. I may intellectually know things about him, but to trust really is a gift of God, where God is the one acting first, and then we respond to it. So faith is trusting in something outside of yourself, which is hard in the modern world because we're taught to only trust yourself, which, okay, but that can only take you so far and would lead to a pretty paranoid existence. Look at children. Like, my children will jump off the stairs because they have a trust, a devout faith that I will catch them. A friend of mine uses this example. I can have the belief that an airplane will fly, but faith is the trust of actually getting on that airplane. So I may understand that, okay, God is good and loving, but trust is actually putting my life into his hands and allowing him to guide my decisions. Okay, brass tacks. What does this have to do with my everyday life? Well, everything. Faith is a part of everything, whether or not we consider ourselves religious. Whenever I trust in something that I assume is going to be there, my car is going to start, my spouse or my family is not trying to poison my cereal in the morning, that my school is a safe place, I have trust and faith that this will come to be. And thus, when it doesn't, then I feel that trust is broken, and maybe I lose faith in a person, in a relationship, or if I feel hurt by life, maybe I lose faith in God. So there's a primacy of faith. There's a first step in faith that, again, is responding to God's goodness, really, at the end of the day. It's not a blind leap. It's not against all evidence. It's with evidence. It's with evidence, and I can see the way the cosmos has been put together, the way that I am breathing and talking to you right now, that there is a plan to this. This is not just random chaotic chance, and I'm just spinning my wheels here. We may not know what the next step is, where I'm going to go to school, what this relationship's going to look like, and we're never going to have certainty, 100% certainty of anything in this life, whether how many years I have on this earth. I don't have that certainty. And Mother Teresa said that when a postulate was asking, well, how did you know this was your calling to serve? She's like, how did you know it was certain? Mother Teresa said, I never had certainty. I had faith. And the trust that God will redirect me if I'm not on the right path. In my own life, I know I've been called to step out in faith. I was working as a firefighter for a brief time after college, and I worked hard for it. You have to fight for a job in the economy we're in right now, and feeling the call of the Lord to explore the priesthood. And it was something that I tried to run away from and bury in my college years, and it kept coming back, and I realized I'm going to be an old man and wonder what if I don't go check this out. And had several years in the seminary discerning what is God's calling, and then felt called to marriage, and so had to step out again in faith after working hard again and investing in this journey, feeling that God's like, nope, I need you over here. And I know you better than you know yourself. Do you trust me? Do you have faith that I'm going to deliver on my promises for your goodness, even if it looks totally different than you imagined? And I said, okay, God is faithful. We are not. We struggle, we fall, we doubt, we despair. God's ways are not our ways, absolutely. Have faith that he is God and you are not here. So practically as a man, again, that's tough to have faith and exercise that, because it means that I'm not in control of everything. And sometimes I want to be in control of finances, when stuff breaks in my house, when it doesn't, and you're never in control of that. The development of your kids, none of this stuff I really have control of. And so there's absolutely a humility piece to this, that I surrender, I submit and lay down to the Lord, and trusting in his ways, not my ways. One last thing too is that being made in the image and likeness of God here, and especially as men, as husbands and fathers, like your kids, like they're looking up to us. And so we're their first conception of God and of God the Father. And are we trustworthy? Do we hold to our promises? Are we faithful to little things and big things? Are we men of our word? Because this will color our children's ideas of trust and faith and belief, certainly not just in ourselves, but in God the Father. Can he be trusted? And if you didn't have that, if your father was absent or didn't deliver on that regard, God the Father absolutely will cover and can redeem all that, and is the Father that can be trusted, is the Father that knows you by name and has great plans for you. Take that to prayer. If you're dealing with that and you're like, well, I don't, if there's trust issues that are affecting your faith or ability to even be open to faith, take that to prayer. Talk to someone about that. Plenty more I could say, but I'm going to stop there. Like, comment, subscribe, throw a little hashtag Ask Bobby in the comments if there's any specific question you'd like me to get to, and I'll do my best here. From all of us at Ascension, God bless.